Okay, sir. Start.
We are demonstrating a patient with very severe heart failure, a very young person, and in all probability we are thinking, because of his history and everything, truncal obesity, visceral fat, at the age of 30, he must have developed this because of coronary artery disease. That is what we are thinking. Now, Dr. Himaja has seen some artifacts, we want to clarify that. But what you see here is a very dilated apex. If you look at this, yeah, you can move your this thing a bit. Second space, third space, fourth space, fifth space, sixth and seventh. It is supposed to be here.
Yes.
It is here. So the heart has become so much bigger. And this is what we'll be seeing in the ultrasound. So this apical localization is important because of that. So you see, you know that it should be inside the midclavicular line. This is the midclavicular line. It is
outward.
5 centimeters outside the midclavicular line.
Yes.
Almost in the mid-axillary line, isn't it? So just by looking at this clinical examination, you can get so much of information, isn't it? Now we'll get so much more information by the echo. Okay, so I am going to the echo now. So we'll first do a regular echo. Where's the beam? Yeah. So So look at this is my probe here, and this is a huge right ventricle along with a big left ventricle. Now what is Dr. Himaja seeing?
I say I'm here.
Yeah, which she thought was something, isn't it? Now let's see again. This is the left atrium, chordae tendineae, papillary muscles. So is this a hypertrophied papillary muscle here? The left ventricle was quite hypertrophied at some point. Now it has been thinned out because of the ballooning. And along with this, there is some peculiar, what do you call it? Some kind of as if there is some finger-like projections, isn't it?
Is that papillary growth?
No, it is not a papillary. It is the left ventricle. It is the left ventricular muscle, which is like this. Now I have another video in the same bed. Interestingly, in ICU, the same ICU bed number 2, a patient whom Navya was referring out because she thought it was a myocardial infarction, but it was something else. It was something similar to this, and this is possibly a left ventricular compaction. Do you know what is a compacted soil? So compacted soil is when the soil is all getting tight and all getting together. So compaction is basically getting together, and this itself can cause a cardiomyopathy. So a compaction cardiomyopathy, or a non-compaction cardiomyopathy, where the muscles are not contracting properly because they are all skewed. We had done another similar echo on this bed in one other patient who was being referred out, and we don't know where he left. Navya was in charge, and that appeared to be a compaction cardiomyopathy. So this one is also these are all left ventricular muscles which are thickened as well, hypertrophied as well as there are some some crypts. Initially I was also quite taken up by the fact that it could be all the similar Ashitas kind of patient, but no, this looks like a compaction cardiomyopathy again. The way you see all these cobble and all, amazing. So Dr. Venkana, you have taken everything?
Yes, sir.
As much as possible?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's not a tumor, it's basically a cardiomyopathy, most likely a compaction cardiomyopathy. Not very common, but nowadays we are seeing it more commonly. I don't know why. Now to test Aditya's that thing which we need to read about a bit. How by eyeballing we can see the diastolic function. This one, no? That's why it was looking like this. Yeah, it is just the left ventricular myocardium and endocardium. This is behaving that way. Yeah, you saw that? See? Yeah, this is the same thing, the myocardium and endocardium, which is looking like that.
But why is that only one part of
One is much more than the other, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, this area it is more compacted or non-compacted, whatever. We'll have to see what others have reported. In the sense that how many people have reported this kind of a... Yeah. So, in effect, we are also starting to think that could it be a tumor or could it be a thrombus? Thrombus is also a possibility. Why not a thrombus?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me show you the TR, which is this much. Apparently not as impressive as you would have thought. But yeah, sometimes you can't see it well because of the... This is the TR. This is the inflow and this is the leak. We can...
EF is also 17, sir. but this
Yeah. It's quite low. Doesn't have to seem to be having the EA. I mean, one of the waves is missing here. Is he having atrial fibrillation? Can we have a look at his